Spotlighting solutions to common problems, something we really take seriously. We want to share stories about these folks right in our community tackling issues that affect so many. Issues like this one, the growing cost and the scarcity of quality childcare. It is very real, and the stats back it up. In the state's annual report that tracks the quality of life for Tennessee kids, researchers highlighted the growing cost of raising a child. In 2024, parents who enrolled with an infant daycare, they spent about $13,000. For toddler-centered daycares, parents had to shell out an average $12,000. Both numbers are up about $3,000 in just a few years since 2019. Starting a child care program in Middle Tennessee, though, is tough based on what we have uncovered about regulatory barriers through our extensive reporting on the lack of options for families. Here's an example. In most HUD properties, where there could be hundreds of little kids in one neighborhood, it's pretty much impossible to start a licensed in-home child care business. Our Hannah McDonald found a program, though, that's found a way to fill the need despite these barriers. Tonight, Hannah goes in depth with our photojournalist, Devin Crawford.
Okay, let me turn on my light.
Dekaria Andrews is back living on the side of Nashville, where she grew up.
I saw the fireworks right there.
Previously, for many years, she lived in Napier Place, an MDHA housing community just south of downtown.
They put me in the same unit 3 times. It was 734 Lewis Street.
Dekaria experienced life's highs and lows while living there. This is where she grieved the loss of her oldest son.
This is his memorial. That's him and his little brother. He was going to Austin P, and he was walking home. It started raining, and he was hit head-on by a driver. It took a couple of days to be notified because he didn't have identification on him.
DeMonte's death in 2020 left Dekaria paralyzed with grief. Then, one day on her porch, someone handed her an invitation to participate in the Early Embrace program, helping her turn things around.
It says that it teaches like how to challenge your grief and your life and balance everything, and how to become a successful business owner.
We went door to door and started asking.
Travis Claybrooks is a former Metro Nashville police officer. Oops.
I ended up staying in that neighborhood, and that's where I ended up spending most of my time.
Like now, as an authority figure, his friendly vibe put people at ease, allowing him to get a grasp on what people really needed.
So really, this got birthed from the community. They themselves said that we think we can do this.
With $1.8 million in American Rescue Plan funds, Claybrooks Rafah Institute, through Early Embrace, is helping residents of Napier Place and Sudicum Apartments start informal in-home childcare businesses. Many families statewide are struggling to find childcare due to a shortage of available spots. Parents in public housing face an additional hurdle as their homes don't meet the state's building and fire codes for childcare, leaving people unable to set up licensed in-home programs.
Not because they couldn't out of desire, not because they couldn't out of being able to develop the expertise, but there are structural requirements just regarding the place that they live in that an MDHA property would never meet the standard that DHS has.
I got that from Mr. Travis. And Akaya, she was improving in her reading. And then Leonte used a method to solve a problem.
Dekaria is one of the first graduates of Early Embrace to officially establish her business and watch children.
After everything I'm going through, I'm able to help somebody else. And I've been in some of the shoes of the parents.
And even though she just moved.
I should have cleaned it. I didn't know y'all wanted to come see it, but I should have cleaned it first.
Families are still sending their kids to her because they love the care she provides.
The downtown one is their favorite because it's got the big bridge. And they go under the bridge.
Whether it's field trips to the library or activities that exercise both their bodies and minds.
I let the kids just tell me what car is what. And for some reason, all of them are Cadillacs.
The Rafa Institute believes early embrace, which teaches everything from instructional strategies to record keeping, could be adapted to work in all communities.
The analogy that I like to use is the wheelchair ramp was devised for the most disabled in our community. That person who's in the wheelchair, the person who's on the crutches or a walker. But how many of us have used the wheelchair ramp just because we had a bag of groceries or we had luggage? We can walk just fine. A rising tide lifts all boats. And I think that if we can make this work in our most disabled communities, everybody can benefit from it.
In Nashville, Hannah McDonald, News Channel 5.
So interesting. Thanks, Hannah. By the way, 20 people graduated from Early Embrace last summer, 19 women and 1 man. And right now, another group is working through the program. Instruction has also begun in a Spanish-speaking community in Antioch.